Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a follow-on video today. I started yesterday but didn't want to take you up too much of your time talking about the 10 ways ADHD has affected my daily life. If you want to watch that video, watch up here, but please come back to this video afterwards. I need some views. So the sixth way that it has affected me, or that it affects me, I guess, is impulsiveness. I guess the best way for me to describe this is, with me, is impatience. I get very impatient, and if I decide I want something, then I kind of don't do a lot of research. I just want to buy something, and I buy it sometimes, even if I can't afford it, which sometimes just makes me feel like I'm bad with money. And people sometimes make me impatient, people I perhaps deal with in work or have dealt with in the past, who are difficult people. Obviously I've been able to deal with that over the years and have gotten better at it, but it still can frustrate me. And I think this leads to the connecting issue of impulsive eating, which is something I think we'll explore in a later video. I think it's, again, something that's important for ADHDers, and it's something that's personal to me. But again, like I said, if food comes into my head, I have to have it, and I'll obsess over it, particularly if I'm stressed, like I spoke about in my last video. And I think this is connected as well to kind of restlessness and fidgeting as well. The seventh point is disorganization and problems prioritizing tasks. So if my boss is watching, I'm sorry, I lied in my interview, and if all my previous bosses are watching, I lied in all those videos too. I'm not good at organising. I'm not. Don't prioritise work well, and etc. But I'm sure they'll forgive me, because I'm not bad at my job. I don't want to give the wrong impression. But I think it is a good point as well that perhaps another we can explore is, how do you work in a normal environment or a normal job with ADHD? Is when you're easily distracted and impulsive and restless. It's difficult to be organised and prioritised sometimes. The best way I manage that is I do focus perhaps more on my work and try and stay organised there and prioritise, but that leaves me with my own admin tasks sometimes get to the bottom of the pile, and sometimes it just gets too much. And I'm sure people without ADHD find that as well. Sometimes there's just a lot of stuff on at the same time, but that again leads to the next issue, the eighth issue, which is poor time management skills. Again, it's another thing I think we should discuss in the work video, but it can be hard to manage your time day to day. The ways around I found is, I keep notes on things, I have reminders on my phone. Alexa can be quite useful. Hopefully she doesn't join in the video. But set reminders, set tasks. There are loads of...
What's the reminder for?
I told you she'd join in the video. Alexa, stop.
When should I...
But yeah, set reminders and keep track of things that way. My notes app on my phone is always full, and my calendars, I try to keep it full as well, particularly for work. But yeah, that leads, I guess, to the other issue of connected again, which is poor planning. And I know I've discussed a lot about, say, college assignments and things and schoolwork. It has been difficult, and even just in general life, like I've spoke about as well. It's hard to keep everything prioritized, have a project management plan if you want, if any of you are project managers, that this will happen here, this will happen here, this will lead to this. That doesn't happen in my brain, so I have to try and find ways around it. These things, I suppose, my work life has helped me in some ways, that I've had to learn to manage these things. But again, it's difficult, and I think people will recognise this. So the 9th and 10th, sorry, my bad Irish accent, the 9th and 10th points I think are quite connected as well. I think all of these probably feed into each other, but people having a hot temper or having a short fuse, some might say. Again, I think it's probably more for other people to comment on that with regard to me. But yeah, I do get frustrated sometimes, like I spoke about, and things can annoy me. Like I spoke in the last video, my dog next door, I sometimes get angry with my neighbours about it. But that happens to everyone, but obviously people with ADHD are less able to work these things in their brain, and it can be more difficult, and that leads to 10, which is frequent mood swings. And I guess some people would say perhaps I am moody, and some days I'm good to talk to, and some days I am not. Some days you want to stay away from me, but again, I'm hoping all these things will improve. If not, I'm sure nothing will go away, but taking medication, and I want to work on perhaps doing some CBT and doing other exercises that I know have helped other ADHDers, and I'm sure have helped you. So if you have had any of these issues and have had things to help, please do let me know in the comments. But yeah, those are some of the 10 things that I feel have ADHD has affected in my life. There's obviously loads of other ones, but they're the major ones. Like I always say, I'm not a professional, but if you think any of these issues affect you, please do talk to your GP. There is help out there. So today's experience, day 4, taking Ritalin. To be honest, today was tough. One of the toughest days. I didn't feel great today. I was very unproductive, and I felt very lightheaded all day, even more so in the evening actually, when I went out to do some shopping, and I felt very lightheaded in the shop. So yeah, it didn't improve towards the evening, which it had done in some of the past days. So if it's not better tomorrow, I think I'll talk to my doctor, see if I need to change medication or change the dosage or what I shall do, and I'll keep you updated. Maybe Ritalin isn't for me, maybe there's other medications. If you know of any, please do comment down below and let me know your experiences. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like my content, please watch my other videos here. Consider subscribing and like my videos. Thanks.